Teach me how to Audio-Technica. Hello everybody, my name is Sam K and welcome back to Tuesdays with K. And today I will be reviewing the AUDIO-TECHNICA ATR2500. Now first off, what do you get in the box? You get the microphone. You get a little mount, like a little stand like this, as well as a little holder that's made out of plastic. This one happens to be made out of metal, but you get one that looks exactly like that except it's made out of plastic. You also get some documentation, which I will, if I can find a decent picture, like I said with the Blue Yeti, I couldn't find a decent quality picture. I will edit in right now. Alright, so the build quality of this thing is pretty good. It's all metal body, metal grill. The only cheap parts are right here. As you can see, there's little buttons on here. They kind of feel flimsy, kind of feel cheap. You can clearly hear them if I press them up against that. But yeah, they're kind of cheap feeling, a little crappy. But other than that, you can see that the grill is very nice, very fine, or not extremely fine, but like it's really nice feeling. It has a nice shape to it. It kind of looks like a little dynamic podcasting mic. It has this 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right here. As you can see, that you can plug in your headphones and listen to it while you're talking. As far as pop guard goes, it doesn't have very good pop guard. The inside, you can, as you can see in the tight shot right here, if I angle it properly, you can see the little inner thing, the diaphragm on the inside, which shows that there's not really any kind of protection in there. So you're going to get a lot of pops, a lot of and it's going to cause the microphone to clip and do all that kind of stuff. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be good for you guys. There's the Audio-Technica logo, as you can see right there, because Audio-Technica always puts their logos somewhere near the top as opposed to Blue, where they put it either in the middle or kind of like around here. Or actually around here, where this first button is. As you can see, I have a little piece of blue electrical tape over this spot right here. That is because the light on this thing is really intense. Going back to my how to sync audio and stuff like that, I didn't have this electrical tape on this light yet, and you could see like the light just broad over my face. It was just everywhere right here. So it is a bit of a pain to deal with that, as well as the fact that it does have very little pop protection. However, the entire thing with this is that I think it sounds awesome. I think it really sounds like a very good microphone. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people say, oh man, this microphone doesn't sound good. I think it sounds good. So, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I almost forgot. You also get this AB USB to USB cable, and it's pretty short, so if you're a little farther away from your computer like me, I'd recommend getting an extension cord. So let me move on to the stand real quick. I have issues with these kinds of stands. This one that has plastic feet, the one you get has rubber feet, so it slides around less, gets a little bit more shock absorption, but it broke a little while back. That's the reason why I have issues with these stands. They suck ass. They're fucking horrible. They're flimsy, they break easy, they suck. The little mount that it comes with, it's made of plastic, but it feels like really good plastic. However, I'd recommend still getting like shock mount or something like that. just so that you don't have to deal with all those shocks, because again, as you can see on the inside, there's the let me move that out of the way. As you can see on the inside, you can see the little diaphragm on there. Now, moving that around, since it's a very weird microphone in that you move that around and it actually jiggles on the inside of there. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this up, take this thing off, and I will do all the tests and such. Okay, so now we have the AUDIO-TECHNICA ATR2500 hooked on top of the mount. I'm using the metal mount that I have because it's the closest thing to the plastic one. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how much this mount will do in terms of shock absorption. Look at that. Yeah, as you could hear, it probably just jiggled around so much. Let me go ahead and do the pop test. Pop goes the weasel. Pippity pop. Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Pop goes the weasel. Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, so as you could hear, it really clipped out there. So I'm going to go ahead and put on this little ball wind cap, see what that does for us. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, so as I'm looking at my audio graph right now, and it doesn't look like it clipped out nearly as bad. However, a little pop filter like this, or a regular pop filter, let me go ahead and put this kind of pop filter on. So, pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, Susie sells seashells by the seashore. Alright, so that should give you an idea of what this sounds like. Let me go ahead and take that off. Now, to give you an idea of how bright this light is, I'm going to go ahead and spin it around. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the clicky and typey test, and I actually have a much quieter keyboard this time. So, first of all, I'm going to shut up and do it, and then obviously I'm going to start talking and do it. Okay, so if you're interested in this mic, it'll run you about $70 on Amazon. Although it changes a lot, it could be, I'd have to say, anywhere from 60 to 70, sometimes 80. I've seen it drop as low as 50 as well. So it doesn't really have a very consistent price. I also think it sounds pretty good. However, I don't think it's the best budget microphone, you know. So anyway, let me go ahead and stop that. Alright. So I will go ahead and test the pull pattern in a second. But first, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to give you guys a noise floor. Okay. So I'm going to do this is basically I'm going to drop the gain all the way down, and then I'm going to slowly raise it like 1/4 at a time. See what the noise floor is. I do have a very loud computer, so you'll get to see what that does. So, %. 50. 75 and 100. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of this thing and test its polar pattern really quickly, and then I will jump into my final thing. Okay, so we are talking directly into the front of the Audio-Technica ATR2500, and I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around and see what the polar pattern is. So on the box it says that this has a cardioid polar pattern. As you can tell, as I spin it around, I should be dropping off a lot as I'm spinning it around. I am now talking to the front. I am now talking into the back. I am now talking into the top. I am now talking into the bottom. Alright, so that should give you an idea of what the polar pattern is. Really quick, before I do anything, I'm going to exactly show you how badly this thing jiggles on the inside. So as you could hear, it was going but that should be it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the other microphone, get it all set up, and then I'll give you my review over this. But before I do anything, I want to let you guys know, as always, the microphone is down in the description box below in case you want it. So yeah, let me go ahead and jump to the next one. Okay, so how I'd have to give this mic a rating of 8.5 out of 10. It is a great microphone. The only issues is that it doesn't come with a lot of good stuff. The mount that it comes with has no shock absorption. It's made of plastic. The stand it comes with is shit. It has no pop protection, no pop shielding, so whenever you're talking into it, as you heard earlier in the video, you're going to get a lot of the and so you have to buy something external, like a little pop filter or a little ball windscreen. But it sounds very nice. I like the ability that you can live monitor. Not all USB mics can do that. I like that it can live monitor. It has these volume controls. Despite being noisy, they actually kind of work. And it just feels nice. It feels nice in the hand. It has some substantial weight to it. So I'd have to get an 8.5 out of 10. The accessories suck dick, but the microphone itself is really nice. Apart from the lack of pop shielding, it sounds really crystal clear. Very natural, not too boomy, not too bassy, not too bright. It sounds very natural, very clean sounding. So anyway, I want to thank you everybody so much for watching. As usual, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Let me know if you guys like the AUDIO-TECHNICA ATR2500 or if you prefer the Blue Yeti. I have both, and let me know if you guys want a comparison between the two, because I've gotten asked for that a couple of times, to do a comparison between these two. So anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.